love to introduce you with our country, which is Poland. And our capital is Warsaw. It's in the middle of our country. Our area is 312,078 square kilometers, and population is around 38
and half million.
How many people are in Vietnam?
Maybe 90.
90? 93 millions. So we have less people. Yeah. And Poland is a part of European Union, but we have our own currency, which is Polish zloty, PLN. So we still didn't adopt euro, the currency, we have our own. And Poland is located, as we told you before, in the middle of Europe. You can see like this blue area is Poland. So it's relatively big country comparing to others. And we are bordering with Germany here, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, and a little part here is Russia. But Russia is here, but they have also, small part just in the north of Poland. And we have access to Baltic Sea, so we have the sea in the north. And that's why we are called one of the Baltic countries, because we are just located by the Baltic Sea. Okay, so Poland is diverse to 16 regions, and here is Warsaw, our capital. Here is Rzeszów, is the capital of my region, which is here, and the name is Podkarpackie. And here is Krakow, the place where we've met with Gabi. So that's why our journey is on right now. So yes, I live just near Krakow, between Krakow and Rzeszów, like maybe here. Yeah, and I think it's around 1.5 hours from our places. And here we have sea, and also in the south everything here is mountains, like really big mountains. So it's like really diverse. And here is the main river, which is going through all country from south to north, and the name is Vistula, but in Polish it's Wisła. Wisła. And you did a research and you told me that you know how the Polish flag looks like. So it looks exactly like this. It has two stripes. One of them is white and the second one is red. Have you seen Indonesian flag before? So it's exactly like Indonesian, but you see Indonesia has like red and white, and Polish is the other way. So we don't use this emblem on the flag. We use white and red. Yes, this is emblem, and this is like a symbol of Poland. It's eagle, and he's wearing a crown. But we used to be a communist country before. We used to have communism in Poland. So when there was a communism in Poland, the eagle didn't have crown. It disappeared. But when we became, independent, right? It started to have crown as well as a pride of the country, like independence. Yeah, and as Gabi said, it's like white and red, and just opposite is Indonesian flag. So I put to my bucket list to buy a flag of Poland in Indonesia. Yeah, because you can just put it somewhere.
So when is the Independence Day?
It's
like in Vietnam, just a week ago, there was an Independence Day in Vietnam, 30th April.
It's 11th of November, yeah.
So what was that, the Independence Day? Someone took over the country? Or?
Yeah, we didn't exist over 100 years because our last king sold us out to Russia, and we started to be a country on all maps all over the world. And only Turkey didn't accept that. So when was like many meetings, like main head of every country, like presidents or Only Turkey was just waving hand and asking where is a representative of Poland. So only Turkey didn't accept that we don't exist anymore.
Yes, but we didn't exist on map. We didn't exist as country for many years because of the king. He just sold us.
Yeah, because he was like a real pussy.
Wow.
Okay, so the most common name in Poland is Anna.
My mom's name is Anna.
Yeah.
But maybe now the common surname, not the family name is Nguyen.
Yeah.
Yes, Nguyen and Lê.
Okay, and I would say that Maria is like really common as well, but more for older generation. But the second name is common, like Maria. For example, Gabi's second name is Maria as well.
Yeah, I have middle name as well. After my grandmothers, because both of them are Marias. So in Poland there is a tradition that usually parents give a second name to baby, like I'm Gabriela, but my second name is Maria, just because of my grandmothers to, give them a honor that I am part of family.
It's typical, like in Vietnam, Vietnamese women have her surname like Thi. Every woman has the surname Thi.
Really?
Yeah. You will see national ID name woman Thi in the middle of the name.
So surnames in Poland are diverse, but the most common is Kowalski, Kowalska. It depends if there is a man or woman, or Novak, right? It's like Adam Smith. Okay, so the record temperature in Poland was 40 plus 40 degrees Celsius and minus 42. And yesterday I told to some of you that Poland has 4 seasons, and all of seasons are different. We have quite warm summer, but it's dry hot. Here is humid hot, so it's different. And during the winter we have snow, and this winter was really tough. It was minus 20 Celsius degrees over 1 month. So yeah. And we can see that there is a changed climate in Europe because, for example, during the Easter it's supposed to be blooming and going to be green, but this Easter was snowing.
Oh, snowing.
And
This is changing the weather, the climate.
yeah, and it's from, I don't know, 5 years ago it started to be more weird.
And
Weird.
we don't really get snowy Christmas anymore. Like usually, when we were young, snow was normal during a Christmas, but now it's really rare to have snow. It's really strange because kids are waiting for snow, on Christmas Day, but sometimes it's just raining and it's kind of warm.
Raining, no, it's snowing.
But the snow is coming later.
Yeah.
It's like
Climate
shifting.
change.
Yeah.
Okay, so Poland is the largest country in Europe, and 90% of Poles have completed at least secondary school. But in Poland, it's really common to go for university because it's for free, and government is paying for our studies. Of course, they are taking it from our taxes, but still it's for free if you are studying from Monday to Friday. And in general, in Europe or in UK, young people do only bachelor degree, which is first degree. But in Poland, a lot of people do masters as well, because it's better to do it because you cannot really find job after bachelor degree.
It's a big competition because everyone can study because it's for free, right?
Yeah.
So people, if they want to get a really good job, they usually go for master degree, 2 years longer, just to make sure they have better qualified than other people. And
It's the same with us.
yes, the same.
Everyone goes to master degree. I can't find any work. I have to study more. Go to the higher education, postgraduate.
And sometimes I think it's even more unpopular that people trying to go for PhD as well. Before it wasn't, but now it's like, you know.
More and more.
Yeah. But in UK, I will study in UK, and my friends, they don't really do masters because studying in UK is very expensive, and people can't afford to study there. So it's the opposite, like in Poland, you know. And they study just bachelor and they go for work. But in Poland, sometimes you study so long and you are very smart, but still the competition is so huge if you're looking for a job. Yeah.
So the Polish alphabet consists 32 letters, and Poles are Roman Catholics in 90%, which is like we are the first in Europe. Like we are really religious in Poland, but it's like statistics because like young generation isn't really religious. It's more about our parents or grandparents. Yeah. And 1/3 of Poland is covered by forest, and 50% of land is dedicated to farming, and to be more like strict, it's 51%. And there are total 9,300 lakes, 23 national parks, and only one desert, which is really small, but still we have.
We don't have desert.
But we saw when we were traveling from Saigon to Hoi An, I think, we saw like dunes and so much sand, and it looked like desert.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Do you know where?
Semi-desert.
Do you know where?
From Hoi An to here.
From Saigon to Hoi An. Somewhere in this area, we saw so much sand and it was so beautiful.
Tây Nguyên.
The white, you see the white sand.
White sand,
Gaza.
yeah. And it,
Like dunes, like huge ones.
and it was first time in my life
Now
that
try.
I saw white sand.
Natural or beach.
No, it was during our way in the bus. But the beach was covered by white sand as well when we stopped for lunch.
It was really
But
nice.
we saw also red sand, so it was similar to Oman
And Australia.
and Australia, yeah.
Sorry, can I know the name of desert?
Of what?
Of desert?
The name of the
desert?
Which desert?
Desert.
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 The
We have
Vietnam.
only one desert, so I want to know the name of
Yeah, the name you're talking about, one desert.
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 It's like Błędowska Desert.
Yeah, your name, the name or the thing you're talking about. She wants to know.
Yeah, I was
So the name of the desert is Błędowska Desert.
Can
Błędowska.
you write on the
Yeah.
wall?
B.
Eł.
Yeah, we have strange alphabet, like, you know, like kind of different. Only in Poland you can see these letters, nowhere else.
Yeah, it's like
really strange.
The Polish,
We have more letter,
the
like
Polish,
different.
Polish language is this considered one of the most difficult
Yeah.
language.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
But because of our grammar, because it's really complicated.
And I don't know, you always change the endings, and for women it's different, for men it's different, for kid it's different, for us it's different, for you it's different. Every single word can be said, I think, in 100 ways, and you have, there is no rule. You just have to know it, how to say properly one word.
And it depends what you mean sometimes as well.
Because, for example, cucumber is ogórek, but ogórek, and you can say like ogórek, ogórki, ogórkowi, ogórku, you know, so many different ways to say one
To
word. It's
describe
not just cucumber.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, so many different ways to say that word, and you just have to know which one is good to the situation.
Ah,
So that's why it's very confusing. Like my boyfriend is trying to learn Polish, but he's making so many mistakes because it's really difficult, and I think it's almost impossible to learn. So, it's yours?
So it's Warsaw, our capital. So it's the city center, skyscrapers here, and here is Palace of Culture. It's like a really famous building, but you can find it in different places in Europe as well, because like Russia gave it, like Soviets gave it as a gift for some countries. And it recently was like a small battle between people because some of them want to destroy this building because it remember about Russian being in Poland, but it's our symbol. It's like a really old one, so some of people want to keep it.
Yeah, it's like when you think about Warsaw, our capital, it's like first building you see, it's this one,
Yeah.
even if it's Russian.
Yeah.
But you see, it's very modern, and
Yes.
this is the most modern city in Poland. It's very western, like in Germany.
Yeah, because of the
big.
skyscrapers here, it's many of them, but not so many, but few. Comparing to other cities, we don't have skyscrapers.
Yeah.
So here is this palace, and here is Hard Rock Cafe, which is really popular in Europe.
And it's really, they made like the center of science inside the palace now, so you can go and learn about the planets, our solar system. It's really cool for people who love science to go inside and learn something. It's like interactive center to teach young people about science. It's
About
really nice.
science.
Science.
And we have really good Copernicus Center, which is similar, like science center. And I've been to London to that kind of center, but I didn't like it because it was only like screens and only interactive games. But I would recommend to go in such a place in Warsaw. So here is old part of the city. So like colorful pavements, which is like really common landscape in Polish cities. So here is Christmas tree. Yeah. And Christmas time and Easter time is really important for Polish people. So it's like really time to relax and spend time with our families.
Okay, and the other very important city in Poland is Poznań. It's like located in west, like closer to Germany. It's not as modern as Warsaw. It's a little bit older. It's older. You don't have big buildings, just like old architecture, and yeah. And it's like also like similar to Warsaw, as she said. This is like we have really colorful buildings and architecture. It's very old, but it's really well preserved. So you see, like usually every single house has like different color. And it's like the main square in Poland. It's very common that in every city we have like a main square, like the main part, like main square in the city, where you can find many restaurants, bars, where young people go eat. It's like the, like the strict city center is always like square.
Yeah,
A market.
and there you can find also a place for local government, like in every that kind of square.
And this is winter near Poznań, and they have like, you can go to the place where you can ski. Everything is natural, so this is covered by grass in summer, but in winter it's frozen, so they just made a place where you can skiing or snowboarding. Yes, it's very nice and so much fun if you try it.
And Poles are really crazy about skiing and ski jumping. Because of our team, we have a really good team in ski jumping, and right now there is guy who is jumping really good, and recently was Adam Małysz. He was really good and he was winning almost every competition. Now it's Kamil Stoch and few others.
So it's like popular winter sport.
Yeah, but not really for young generation, I would say. More for our parents, they are crazy about it, but like, we are watching it with them.
You try it? Marco?
Sorry?
Have you tried
Ski jumping? No,
No,
never.
it's very dangerous. Do you know what is ski jumping?
Like, they are,
You're jumping over the peak, right?
No.
Oh no?
Like they having like, I don't know what is the name, but they are very high up the mountain. They just sliding down and then they just flying and landing. So I was watching this because it was so much fun when someone just fell down, but sometimes people like broke their bones. It was very dangerous. If you don't know how to do it, it's really dangerous. Yeah. But it's so much fun. You see like when people are flying on their skis and you see when they will land and the person who is landing the furthest is winner. You have to be very skinny, you have to eat good food.
Skinny.
Skinny. They all are very, very thin because you know, if you have, you can't fly far. Yeah.
and our landscape is really diverse. We have almost all of it. So here are mountains. There are Tatras mountains, and they are usually covered by the snow,
Even in summer.
even in summer because they are really high. And we have 3 types of mountains in Poland, and they are located in south of our country. So Tatras mountains are the highest one. Near my city, which is Rzeszów, we have Bieszczady mountains. They are not challenging at all, even kid can climb it. But I do love the mountains because they are so beautiful and the landscape during the trekking is changing all the time, and the sky there is so beautiful, full of stars, because it's not so polluted by lights. It's really beautiful there. And we have Sudety mountains. They are like a table, they are flat. But I've never been there so far.
They very rocky.
Yeah, so they are just here.
Yeah, they like, you know, they have many rocks and if you climb they are kind of challenging because you can slide down and
So here are Mazurian Lakes. They are in east north of Poland. So we have really many lakes, and it's really beautiful there. Going to cruise on the boat. And my brother even did a course for like going on the boat. So I'm waiting when he's gonna take me there.
So your brother is on the boat, huh?
He is
too far.
He's not. But his wife is from the city in Mazurian Lakes, so they decided to make a course to swim on the boat. So maybe one day he's gonna take me on the boat to swim together.
So he's on the team, right? He's on the team or he's on
No, it's like hobby. He did it just for fun.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because
You never been there. You haven't been into one of those pictures, right?
we have been to Mazurian Lakes.
I've been there once.
too. But you went with your brother when he was taking the boat, right?
No.
But in Poland it's not so common to be on boat, so
Yeah.
you know, here we see like floating market, people were selling things, selling food on market, floating market. In Poland, when you see river, you don't see boats unless they are restaurants, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, like for example, like in Krakow there is a big river, but there are some boats, but if you want to go inside a restaurant or
Or
pub,
even club, yeah. They are not fishing there.
no.
Only in the
They
sea,
don't go fishing?
not in the rivers. So here is one of our beach. So we have many beaches in the north of our country, which are really lonely.
But the sea is cold.
Sea is really cold and really salty. Even if it's really hot, the sea is really cold.
It's not good for swim unless you like cold water.
And I don't think so that we have
Have you tried
salt.
swim on the beach in Vietnam?
Hmm?
You tried? Do you try some swimming on the beach in Vietnam?
Yeah, we went in Hoi An to the beach
An
yeah.
Bang?
Yeah, An Bang and the beach.
And the color of sand and color of water was so lovely. Yeah, and the water was so warm. It was really good
Yeah,
to
warm,
be.
right?
Yeah.
And it was really shallow, so you weren't afraid that it would be too deep. You could just, you know, sit down and relax. It was really nice. It was a beautiful day in Hoi An.
Yeah, and it was our first day to take everything easy, to relax, because our travel is so intense. So this day was time for relax, and here we are as well, I would say.
Yeah.
It's first time we're sleeping so much.
Yeah, because usually we're waking up so early and going for sightseeing, but I think, you know, sometimes you have this period when your body's saying, please stop it for a little bit. Yeah, you just can't do it anymore after a month. Okay. Okay, so this way. So we have famous Polish people, and this is Pope John Paul II. He was the 264th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church. He was very famous. He was the first Pope in Vatican who was Polish, and first one who was like kind of breaking the rules. He was really funny. He didn't want to have his driver. He was walking to people. He was traveling so much when he was a Pope. He went to every Catholic country, and not only, he also went to Muslims, like to Buddhists. He was trying to, you know, to gather all of the people from all around the world together, no matter what your race or religion was. It was really nice. And sometimes even Muslims know about him because of his goodwill to connect, not connect, but to make them understand each other. He was a really good person, and yeah, he traveled, I think, the whole world, and he was speaking so many languages.
Yeah, and even when he was really sick, he was always going to people. Even he had like no power, he always appeared to the window just to say hello.
So he had some no power?
He, at the very end of his life, he was really sick, and
Because he was really old.
He was sick and he passed away, but everyone was in Poland crying. It was a big day when he passed away. Like, you know, it was really bad. Everyone was crying. I was crying. My mom was crying. Even if, you know, I'm not that really religious, I was crying because of him, because he was a really good person. And everyone. He was like a Taliban, right?
Yeah.
For me. And do you know him? Have you heard about him in the school, like in geography class? Copernicus? No? Okay, so you know, in the past, people believed that in the center of our solar system was the Earth, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard about it? There was a theory, like for many of thousand years, people believed. You know, solar system?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, you know, the sun, moon, planets, and everything. And in many years ago, they thought that our planet was in the middle of the universe, and everything else, like sun, Venus, Mars, and other planets, were around our planet. And he changed that. He said no. He was studying so much, and he said this is not the way how the world looks. He said that the sun was in the middle and other planets were just like surrounding and traveling around the sun.
Okay.
So he changed everything in science, like, because for many thousand years people believed it was different, and one day he said, no, it's not like that. Yeah. So he's very famous, like, in science, like he was. Chopin is greatest Polish composer. He was composing classic music. So, like, you know, if you go into Philharmonic,
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes, you know, classic music. Yeah, so he was very famous. Have you heard about him?
Sorry.
No. In Europe, it's very
Nicholas.
Similar to Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Beethoven,
So he
yeah.
was like Beethoven.
So yeah,
It
it's
was
the same
sound.
level of composing.
The same kind of music. And have you heard about her?
Yeah, Mary Curie. Yes, yes.
Okay, so she was a physicist and chemist, famous for her pioneering research on radioactivity, and she was the first woman in the whole world to win Nobel Prize,
That's a second.
and the only woman to win in two fields, in physics and chemistry, and the only person to win in multiple sciences. And you know the periodic table in chemistry? Like when you study chemistry, you see the periodic table with... Yes, so there is Rodon and Polon, and it's named after her. After Polon, like you know, the symbol is because of Poland, Polon.
Yeah.
That's why we have in periodic table, we have a little like Polish accent because of her, because she discovered that.
Very important.
Yeah, and do you know any other famous Polish people? Have you heard? No? We heard that boys, because when we were speaking to boys before, they said they knew some footballers.
Yeah, later on the scheme.
Yeah, Lewandowski.
Okay, Polish cuisine. But
Spongy cake. No, it's a rolling
okay.
cake.
Okay, so we were also asking what is the traditional food in Poland, and it's really different than here. And this is a soup made of beetroot, you know, beetroot. And it usually has dumplings inside, like small ones, and they usually with cabbage or mushroom. And it's very tasty, and we usually eat it for Christmas. Every single Christmas, the first meal that we give you is this soup. So if you ever come to visit me in Poland over Christmas, my mom will give you this soup for sure. There is no Christmas without the soup. And I would say they usually eat it for Christmas, but also sometimes when you really want to eat, you can.
Yeah.
And this is żurek. It's, you know, in the bread, so like they took out the interior and they put soup inside the bread. You can eat the bowl to eat. And it's very sour. You like it a lot. I really don't like it, but many people love it. It has like egg inside and sausage.
Yes,
And sometimes bacon, like small bacon. And it's usually, it's very popular to eat it for Easter breakfast. And this is bigos, the first one. It's like cabbage with also some meat, like maybe pork or, right? Mushrooms. You can put everything.
It's fried one.
It's boiled. But it has
Fried as well.
fried as well. It has some tomato sauce as well. Or no?
But you can eat it with potatoes because Poles eat everything with potatoes.
It's not spicy, it's like really soft.
Yeah.
And so like easy to eat. Very, soft. And pierogi, dumplings, like
Yes.
bigger ones.
Yoretovas.
Yeah, they're very famous, and you can really put everything you want inside, like from fruit to meat, potatoes, everything. Depends how you like it to eat. I really like with strawberries and cream on the top. It's
Oh.
nice.
Yeah, I don't like sweet pierogi. I prefer cabbage one or like with mushrooms or with cheese. But not cheese, cottage, right? And potatoes.
And sweets, they are very popular, like the two traditional sweets, cakes in Poland. It's like cheesecake, first one.
Yes.
So it's like cream cheese with eggs. It's so yummy. It's my favorite one. It usually has some crumbles on the top as well. It's very, it's not soft because you know some cheesecakes in UK or America they're having like very soft and they get melting. But in Poland we have really hard ones, so they're really like solid.
Ah, solid. Huh?
Yeah, but they are very nice.
I guess it's a belly cake.
Huh?
Belly cake.
Belly cake?
Yes.
No. It's made of poppy seeds.
Poppy seed.
Like that.
Yeah, I maybe heard that. Yes, poppy seed. There is a modeling poppy, like the modeling of the French cake modeling,
Yeah.
and the poppy
Yeah.
seed flavor with the lemon juice.
Yes.
That's nice.
So everything what is black is poppy and some like raisins or plums, like dry fruit inside. And they just making raw and put some sugar on top.
Good.
Okay, and we have a little quiz for you for
Oh.
someone who remembers.
Camera CD.
We will see if you were listening carefully.
Yeah.
So, does any of you remember what is the capital of Poland?
National.
Close.
I don't know. What? I can't.
How to say it?
M-A-S W-A-R.
Yeah,
Russia.
Yeah,
Russia.
Right.
it's like war.
War.
So, actually, people are laughing sometimes. It's like war, like she saw a war.
Yeah, and Warsaw, our
It's like a song.
capital,
And
was completely destroyed during the war. So it was like a dash, completely nothing.
They bombed everything during a war. Like there was no war, so it was just a dust.
So Warsaw was rebuilt after that, and castle and old part of the town was rebuilt, like for old design. So, what is the name of typical Polish dish?
Yeah,
Just maybe poppy.
poppy cake.
Yeah.
I thought she would say cheesecake or pierogi, and she said poppy cake. That's nice.
And dumpling.
Dumplings.
Dumplings. Yeah, pierogi. Yeah. And in Poland we have, as you know, that Poland has really difficult language, and we have really. Sometimes we can't even say things properly, and
Yeah.
it's something like sentences they're really funny, and it sounds like w czasie suszy Oh, I made that mistake already. W czasie suszy szosa sucha. W czasie suszy szosa sucha. She's the best.
Don't say me speak again.
It means when it's dry, the road is dry, kind of. Yes, so, or we have other one, stew z powłowywanymi nogami.
It means table without legs.
Yeah, stew z powłowywanymi nogami. Yes, or Szczebrzeszynie książki w Trzcinie. It's like and it's just a one sentence, so.
There is another one. Król Karol kupił królowej Karolinie korala koloru koralowego.
Mày gọi thân sister thôi.
What?
Mày gọi Maya gọi nhẹ nhẹ như vậy.
Do you have any of that?
No, English Vietnamese.
Chị chánh trong chị trước chị chơi chị đúng cái trong.
Okay, I think it's worse. Again?
Rồi rồi, ngay đây.
Can you say it again?
Chị chánh trong chị chưa Chi chơi tuổi tình chi trốn chó chồng.
What does it mean?
What does that mean?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Đấy, đấy.
It's for fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
But does it have any meaning, like the story, or like, I don't know. Does it make any sense?
Yeah, it
The
does
first-
make sense.
Chi chăn trông chị chưa trông. Nó chỗ là gì?
Chen name is
The
Chen
name of-
is never her husband haven't dead but haven't buried yet. Yeah.
Chi chơi tuổi tình chi trốn chó chồng.
Then she waits until the banana blossom and then she will bury it.
It was creepy.
Yes, it is creepy. But it's funny, like the CH,
The
the
same
CH,
sound.
the CH sound,
Yeah.
right? And we can make a long string of words.
So funny. But Vietnamese language for us,
It's crazy.
oh my god, when we arrived,
It's so different, so
Than all the
strange, so
languages.
it's
One
not like
word,
Chinese.
we have 6 tones and we have 6 words. One word only, we have 6 different tones and we have 6 different words out of it.
And even all your names are so hard to remember for us. It's like all the time we're asking, can you repeat?
It's the same with us.
Yeah.
I know Kabi and
Moria.
Moria.
Yeah.
Monia.
Moria, yeah.
Yes, because for you it's like Western name, you not never, but you are not used to it. And for us, your names we never heard them in Europe, like never ever. Like I never heard that before. So it's so
Do you
cute.
have any friends, Vietnamese friend living in Holland?
I have a friend like in Canada, because when I was studying in Canada I had a flatmate and her parents are Vietnamese, but she was born in Canada. But she's of course she has like Vietnamese look. She's so sweet, and she's messaging me now that she's so jealous that I made to Vietnam before her because she had never a chance to come here and she really wants to come, to see where is she from. And I'm saying to her now, oh Julie, you have to go and
You have to
see."
go. She
Yeah.
has to go.
Yeah, she has to come.
She has to save money and then don't ask her parents' permission, I think.
I don't think it's money problem because in Canada she could afford it, but she was studying medicine,
Amazing.
so she was always studying.
10
She
years.
really doesn't have any free time.
Now she's 23, right?
She was older than me 2 years, so maybe she's
25.
26.
So, I mean, 2 more years. and she
Yeah,
is-
and